Well, hey Sagittarius, happy Monday. I hope everyone fared through this eclipse okay. I felt emotions leading up to the eclipse, but during the eclipse not really. So that was nice. And we'll see how things work out over time, and apparently on Saturday we have a Mercury Kazemi. And so I was watching Chani this morning, Chani Astrology, I guess it's called. And she was saying that it will release to you like bountifuls of information. So it's like you may get an overabundance of information and clarity about things. And I think that would be an interesting topic for a reading for sure. So we'll definitely do that before Saturday. And that is what we are focusing our mystery cards on. So, if this is your first time here, this is the daily reading. We do energies coming forth, which may have been in your past, may be in your future, may be happening right now. We don't control the flow of energy, right? So, that being said, these are things for you to pay attention to, not to necessarily look to like place them in your life, but to take it in, reflect, maybe even come back to. I'm trying to get much better about putting these readings into the playlist, and I always do a extended for the dailies. All right then. So the vibe, this is the energy around you. And then we have how you're dealing with it, what your personal energy is. And grace and gratitude is here. I love it. I mean, I feel like you may be feeling good, and we are definitely riding the Virgo energy. If you had any doubts, Virgo comes out in every reading. So I feel like it's here in solitude. It's very hermity. But I also feel like you are kind of right now just trying to feel joyful, trying to see the beauty in life, and trying to keep to yourself. Amen, amen. I hear you, because all of this is moving through my 12th house, so I'd love nothing more. I'm a 12th house Pisces person, and yes, we do love our isolation. I'm a Sagittarius sun, though, and a moon, FYI. So I also did what would help you with the energy, because Sagittarius, this is something you should know, and I don't know that everyone really grasps it so much. Maybe you'll say, oh, well, yeah, I feel that, right? This is not to say we are better or worse than anyone else, but Sagittarius and really all fire signs holds a lot of energy. And, you know, to stay healthy, and this was something I learned personally at one point in my life a few years ago, when I was going hard at this business, too hard, and it was shutting me down. My chakras down, and that really matters. That's not a woo woo thing. Your chakras being out of balance can really put off your health. So I'm not going to get into like a preaching about that, but I'm pretty sure that Sagittarius either, so your energy will sit, and I feel like Sagittarius's energy sits in the sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra is pretty low down there. And we need to release it. It has to be released. right? So, and no matter where we were holding it, it would need to be released. Every sign is led by a particular chakra, right? So Sagittarius is often can find that they have problems with their stomachs, or which for me, I have had acid reflux my entire life, or I think also thighs, but I'm not sure. So that's to tell you that to keep these balanced is really important. And the way we do that is by really focusing on constantly releasing energy. That's why it's so important for fire signs to exercise. If you know any Aries in your life, like, they have to exercise. It's almost like therapy to them. So, anyways, let's get into it. I looked at what would help you with this energy. And basically, it's very interesting because um, look to your diet. Maybe you are supposed to, change some eating habits to be more plant based, or add more plant based foods, maybe a lighter sort of diet. Check that. I'll tell it'll change your life, honestly. And financial goals. It's kind of saying, and we're seeing money coming out in two places. So money's also coming out in your journaling. So I would say that this may come up for you, right? And it's telling you to kind of make a plan to set your financial goals, to make a financial plan for yourself, you know, especially if you're struggling. And it's so funny because people think when we're broke that we shouldn't make a plan. What are we going to plan with? But truth be told, that's the time to plan. It really is. Because nothing is better than budgeting. I'm just saying. But it's time for you to look at your finances and your financial goals and your financial plan, right? Shadow work, of course. This is an eclipse. This is when we let go of what we don't need, of what is not necessary, what we don't need to take with us. And if you look at the short I did yesterday, it was calling for decluttering as well. And it was really, the energy was calling for you to just get rid of stuff that you do not feel authentically connected to. You assign that as you want, right? Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. So there may be some things coming up for you to look at, okay? And Pisces will definitely do that. And don't avoid it. Don't busy your way out of it, is what it says. Deal with it, let it go. These things come up so that we can let them go. I believe that we should do shadow work monthly, but everyone else believes what they want to. So let's get into the journaling, because 8 of Pentacles is reversed, y'all. Wow, that's some. I feel like there's a lot of heavy boredom in that, or feeling like you're not going anywhere. Because it's about mediocre energy, like, this is so boring, I hate what I do, that kind of thing. Like, but it's what it calls for you in journaling is you can take the number 8, and look, 8 is also infinity, right? This is something that you don't want to do forever. You definitely don't want to have this feeling forever. So what can you do? What can you do to turn around feeling uninspired and a lack of ambition? What are 8 things you could get better at? Or 8 things you could learn about? 8 skills that you could fine tune? I know that maybe that seems like a lot, but it doesn't. When you break it down, it can look like I'll stick with whatever for a month instead of a couple of days and then losing interest and moving forward. Maybe it's that, you know? So, also the Four of Pentacles is here. So, I mean, especially if you are feeling bad about money right now, like what are 8 skills that you can either learn or improve on to make more money? And it's also 4 ways you can improve your money situation or even how you feel about money. What are 4 things you can change in regards to that? And 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups, which is very interesting because I was looking for different things for you to help you do the work. And I had stumbled across this thing. So I see signs and everything, Sag, okay? And I was looking at this. This is a Rumi journal. It includes poems by Rumi and a guided journal, right? So look, look at what I used for a bookmark to bookmark the page that I had intuitively fell on for you. Truth and beauty, and so you kind of have to look at these things, right? So I'm going to read it to you. It's a poem because I think it particularly is playing off of the 2 of Cups here for you. It's called Without Looking at You. Without looking at you, I cannot touch the wine. Without your hand, I cannot win the dice. You are asking me to dance from afar. Without your music, dance will not arrive. And the work is describe a close friend and their best qualities. This is really so that you can really see who you are truly connected with and, and who you're not. I mean, that will tell you all you need to know, right? Because maybe we're thinking about that in terms of people. Yeah, 4 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. What connections we're keeping, what ones we're disappointed in, and we're saying, that's a wrap, right? Okay, I can't make this stuff up. So the mystery, ocean of possibilities, mountain of mastery, commitment, almost there, and be here now. So, I really do feel, Sag, as if you're getting answers. Okay, as if you're getting answers about where you're going. Because there's a lot of things too that you can do, and I feel like you're going to receive clarity that helps you narrow down exactly what you should do. Ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the Mastery Mountain Pathway. And so it's really going to show you what you should commit to. And I don't know what this has to do with anything exactly, but this could have come from a promise that you made to yourself or a promise that you made with a person, like they made you a promise. And it's being fulfilled. And you're being told to, hold the faith, stay, don't give up, and just focus on right now, what's going on right now. Because this other thing is coming. There is a promise that's being fulfilled. So we will look at that in the extended. and get a future prediction, which is really nice. Which I might really focus that on what's becoming clear as well, because that is truly fascinating, Sagittarius. So let's get on with this day. Okay, Sagittarius, what is the situation? It looks as if something is out of balance with a person, and it is leading towards anxiety and maybe a doubt that it can be healed. On the bottom is anger management, wave of emotions, and vacay. Like there's definitely a break being had. And maybe that's to not fight, right? Okay, I said what I said. Let's see more. Show the lack of balance. What's that about? Okay. Time. Well, this isn't about just one thing. Let me say that. It's not about one thing. It is about behavior. Someone's behavior that you're really needing to take a step back and think about. I feel like you don't want to make a hasty decision, but it is kind of a how much more can I take thing. Tell me about intimacy. Ooh. It's like there's definitely feels like a rift and a distance, right? A distance between you and this person, and wanting to get back to the way that things were. You might even be thinking about how good things were once upon a time. Anxiety. Oh, it's a lot. Yeah. Taking a break. Taking a break and talking to other people that you trust, to try and help through this situation. Maybe just bouncing it off other people, right? So, healer reversed. Okay. Healer reversed. Oh, wow. This is really positive, actually. So, candle. That's light festival dedication. So healer is reversed. So was doubt in you that it could be resolved, but it's actually, there is a beginning, right? When you think about lighting a candle, you're actually kind of activating a spell or activating energy, and what's being activated is love, harmony, and respect. And you can actually, maybe the two of you actually go somewhere that has this kind of energy, and it brings you closer together again. Because there's some sort of breakthrough here. Oh, I love that. I love that, Sagittarius. So never fear. Love is here. Okay. It's like I don't even think that I need to go over relationships with you, because I feel like that was definitely going over some sort of relational issue, Sagittarius. So let's take a look and see what else it is you need to know. What else does Sagittarius need to know? What else? What else does Sagittarius need to know? What else does Sagittarius need to know? The Emperor, that's good. Jeez. That's something working out. Oh my God. Yeah, the way the cards come out definitely matter. Just saying. Oh, I didn't see all this. Okay, we're back to the Four of Pentacles again. I feel like there is an opportunity coming for you. And you know who I was thinking about? Spiritual Swan. I don't know why this happens, but I feel like I'm connected with the regulars here. So, Emperor. This very much could have to do with a business, but it's also an action, right? In terms of something you're trying to build, get, expand, take charge of, and at the center of it is an opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles. There's a door opening towards something. And it is really going to help you, but at the same time, what I said earlier about really looking at your plan financially, like where you're putting your money, is going to be important, right? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles asks you to be kind of frugal, to kind of hold back from spending specifically. And I'm thinking here, if this opportunity requires you, it's very interesting because you may be thinking that you can't do it because of money, right? It's not that you can't do it. It's that this is really a time where your money has to matter, where every penny you spend has to be, I don't know, I just keep thinking it just has to matter, right? Because I feel like Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, you worrying that you don't have the money or whatever that is, right? Or even holding back, I can't do this right now, could really be a loss. Ten of Swords and Four of Cups. Could really be something that you will regret missing out on. Oh my God, I can't make this shiz up, right? Ten of Pentacles. It's like the payoff, the what it's going to bring you down the line. Oh my gosh. Is it really matters, and there's it's like this is the dream you've been waiting for. Wow. I would say whoever this is, or maybe it's all of us, who knows, do not pass this one up. You might think you're being cautious and wise. You are not. You're not. Don't pass this up, okay? And I was feeling, Tracy, Spiritual Swan. Yeah, I definitely was. It doesn't mean that message is just for her. It just means that she popped into my head. So let's get you. Let's see what the lesson is going to be this week. Oh my God. It's a beautiful day out, and literally everybody is walking their dog. And my roommate's dog, who y'all know I pretty much adopted, like, hates all other dogs. And there's no yard here, so she's always tethered out front. And oh my god, all day barking, y'all, all day barking. But that's my assistant. When I was in the hospital one of the times, she actually slept in my bed, would not get out of my bed. She was, like, my roommate told me, she would not leave my room. I thought that was just the sweetest thing ever. So, dogs, animals are really so amazing. They will love you like no other. Okay, so what's the lesson this week? What's the lesson? Ooh, your potential is endless. Stand up for yourself. All right. Which is very fire-ish. Okay, interesting. So I do feel like you may definitely be getting together with a friend or friends, and something you're standing on business about something, and it really gains you favor and support. And maybe it is a friend who's telling you to do that. Okay, we got this. Like standing up for yourself, right? All right, I heard that. So we're going to end this with a mindful message for the day. Mindful message. Okay. Oh, at any moment, I am able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. So you may be starting something new creatively. You may think that you want to, and it's like telling you, by doing this, you're going to open something within you that attracts new adventures. So do it. Do it. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope it really helps. Toodles.